Tuesday.
It is a special presentation. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for a very exciting night here on KCCI. I'm Steve Carlin. It's Toys for Tots Tuesday. I just took off my news hat and putting on my fundraising hat, and I'm going to get you to call. My co-host again this year, Cynthia Fodor. She is live at the District of Prairie Trail in Ankeny, where Marine Corps Reserve members have been collecting new unwrapped toys all day long. And there's still time to drop off those new unwrapped toys. They'll be collecting them until 7 o'clock tonight. We do have a note for you. Due to the pandemic, we are not accepting toys downtown at the KCCI studio. But if you can't make it to Ankeny tonight, you know what? We have a whole bunch of wonderful volunteers who are sitting in on our phone bank tonight. One in the studio, and then there's one in a conference room here at KCCI to allow for social distancing. They'll be taking your donations over the phone until 7 o'clock tonight. Here is the very important number to call: 515-247-8880. Cynthia, how long have we been doing this together?
Well, Steve, I figured out today we started doing this together 27 years ago, and back then it was Operation Santa Claus. Remember that, if you're sitting out there watching? And you know what? We have seen year after year just how generous Iowans are and how much they come through, especially for the children right here in our own backyards, which is what Toys for Tots is all about. We are here at Prairie Trail, as we've been telling you, all day long. People have been driving through and dropping off toys. We've got boxes full of toys here, and we're running down to the wire, folks. We're coming down to our last 30 minutes here today for our Toys for Tots drive. So if you're just sitting at home, why don't you get in your car and drive on out here? It's very festive here at Prairie Trail with all the Christmas trees, and interesting if you haven't been here to see this place. And I'm joined right now by Sergeant Nathan Benton with the Marine Corps Reserve. And Sergeant, it seems like we've been talking to you guys. You're out here every year for years. How long have you guys been involved, and why is it so important for the Marines to do this?
Yeah, so the Marine Corps has been involved with the Toys for Tots program since 1947. Personally, I've been involved for about 2 years now since I've been stationed here in Iowa. And it's such an important cause because without this program, there'd be a lot of kids throughout the central Iowa region going without Christmas.
And you can't imagine a child waking up on Christmas morning and not having a couple of toys to just brighten up his eyes and put a smile on his face.
Absolutely, and that's what we're hoping to accomplish with this program, is just bring a smile to a child on Christmas.
And it's not easy for you guys because you have to handle all these toys. Was there a special, or is there a special need this year?
This year in particular, we've seen an increased demand, and that's been a trend over the past couple years, increasing demand due to a variety of factors with the economy, how it currently is. But with the support of the community and our sponsors and the incredibly generous people of Des Moines, we've been able to meet that demand.
And what about the pandemic? Has that played a part?
It absolutely has. Last year we distributed toys to over 23,000 children, which was over 3,000 more than in past years. I think that has to do with the pandemic and the effects on the economy resulting from that.
And what you raise here stays here pretty much in the community in Iowa, right?
Yep, absolutely. If you donate to our local campaign, all the money stays in Iowa.
All right. Thank you very much, Sergeant, for being with us tonight. We're going to send it back to the studio. Meantime, if you're sitting there at home on your comfy couch realizing how much you have to be thankful for, now is the time to do some good for somebody else. Steve?
All right, thank you, Cynthia. I'm going to move over here now, and whoops, he's on the phone. Sergeant Nick Garofalo, just one of the many phone bank volunteers here right now. He's busy, and we're going to let him accept donations from somebody. We would like to thank everybody for taking part in this today. It's not easy to be a phone bank member. You've got to write quickly, and you've got to be able to understand people when they're on the phone. Once again, if you'd like to donate over the phone, please call the number that is scrolling at the bottom of your screen throughout this special half hour. It's 515-247-8880. They will be taking your calls until 7 o'clock tonight, so please call if you can, 515-247-8880. Well, Waukee High School basketball fans recently enjoyed some competition, both on and off the court. On Friday, Waukee hosted the new high school out there, Waukee Northwest, in both girls and boys basketball. Off the court, the schools had a little friendly competition to see which one could collect the most toys for the Toys for Tots program. And this year, Waukee High School won they collected more than 630 toys. In all, both schools collected more than 1,000 toys. So our congratulations to the kids at both of those schools. Last month, the Iowa Wild hockey team hosted its own toy drive. Nearly 1,000 toys were collected in November at their home ice at Wells Fargo Arena. Fans who donated toys received a free ticket to a future Iowa Wild home game, and a portion of all the ticket sales on that day went to the Toys for Tots program. Cynthia?
All right, perfect. And could I get the street address, please?
Well, we are back here, as we said, at Prairie Trail in Ankeny. And, you know, before we go to break, none of this would be possible without all of our different sponsors. And they're wonderful, wonderful people to be involved with this. KCCI's Reyes Spigner talked with American Equity about how Toys for Tots is actually playing a part in uplifting their company and their employees.
Hey, I am here with CEO and President of American Equity, Anat Bala. Thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about the combination, the joint forces between you and Toys for Tots. It's a wonderful cause. So what made your company join in?
Thank you. We are delighted to be part of it. We've been doing it since 2016 to support the Marine Corps, to support the community, and increasingly to support children. We think that's a big thing for us. It's true to our ethos.
Absolutely. And how has that impacted you, your company, the culture there?
We are all about a family feel and pulling the employees in together. And as we've done that this year, even with COVID, we had Holly Jolly lights and we had 400 cars go through. So it pulls the company together. We used to decorate trees earlier. Now we're doing this. We're collecting toys.
Absolutely. Getting that community together and getting the culture back together, especially in your space as you're going out and connecting with the community. So what would you say about your connection with the community, especially when it comes to organizations like this and sharing the experience of Toys for Tots?
We're all about three things.
Yeah.
Financial dignity to Americans, providing joy through a company that has a family feel to it, and then elevating our game. We've elevated our game to a global stage, but as we do that with a family feel, sometimes it's tough love and sometimes it's uplifting.
Yeah.
We want to uplift with positivity and bring positivity to children's lives. This is an example of that.
Yes, this is the perfect time to do it. I love what you said about uplifting. This is, again, that perfect time. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for combining and joining forces with Toys for Tots. We're going to send it over back to you.
All right, we really want to thank American Equity for their involvement. And look who's here with us. Coming up next, a live performance from Des Moines' own, the Nanas.
What do you think of this funky set, huh? Look at all this lighting and stuff. Blue. Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome back to our Toys for Tots Tuesday special. Cars continuing to roll in at the District at Prairie Trail in Ankeny, where all kinds of Central Iowans are dropping off new unwrapped toys for needy kids to open up this holiday season. The Marine Corps Reserve will be collecting all of those toys until 7 o'clock tonight, so please get up there if you can. If you can't, give us a call. Our phone bank is open. We have one here in the studio and one upstairs. So, yeah, these folks are busy. Let's hope the folks upstairs are busy too. They have been taking donations all day long. Phone bank open until 7 o'clock as well. So please call now, call now, call now. The number on your screen, 515-247-8880. Cynthia.
That's right, and this place has been busy all day too, Steve. The District at Prairie Trail, it may be a little out of your way depending on where you live, and we're running down to the wire here to fill up these boxes with toys. As you can see, the Marines are just waiting. We've had a few cars drive in, but if you can't get here, call the number 247-8880. That's all you have to do. It's that easy, folks. We take credit cards, give or small or big, we'll take it all. The district isn't the only place in Ankeny collecting toys. The fire departments also got involved in doing their part. This weekend they filled a fire truck full of toys at the fire station headquarters.
How many kids get to say they've been through a fire station, get to look at a ladder truck, get to look at firefighters and talk to them? But when a child is handing a gift, knowing it's going to another child in need, that's what it's all about.
You know, it's a great opportunity to teach your children that. Cars drove into the headquarters on Sunday to drop off more than 1,000 toys. And if you couldn't make it Sunday, the fire department is still accepting donations throughout the week at stations 1, 2, and 3. Now, another sponsor has been a part of Toys for Tots for more than 20 years, and we have been interviewing them year after year. They are so generous and kind and giving. That's the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW, Local 347. And KCCI's Amanda Rooker talked to them about why it's been so important for them to be involved in this every year.
Well, I'm here today with Patrick Wells from IBEW. Thanks so much for joining us, Patrick.
You bet. Thank you, Amanda.
Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about why your company is involved with Toys for Tots?
We're involved with Toys for Tots because we feel it is important for the kids in our community to have something to look forward to at Christmas time. We've been involved now for about 20 years. I think originally business agent Jerry Gramberg got us started. And thankfully he did, because it has turned into a tremendous program and a great way for us to help the community. So.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about what it means to you and your employees.
Well, what it means to us, I think what it means is it feels good to help, right? It feels good to help the kids in the community, feels good to help the community in general, and the members of Local 347 are just happy to help.
And how are donations going this year?
Well, this year I'm happy to report that we've raised over $5,000 so far. After our December 11th Christmas party, we will have several more boxes of toys to bring in. And probably one of the biggest things that we do to help is be a sponsor of Toys for Tots. And that's important because it enables us to partner with KCCI and the Marine Corps to help get the message out of the need that these kids have in our community.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Patrick. You can see the toys already starting to pile up, so appreciate all you do for the community. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Amanda. Hey, look at these guys. You might recognize them. Mike Butterworth, Jason Wall-Smith, Benatas. Yeah, they are a Des Moines band, legendary band, I should say, that cares. They're always helping out our community, always doing all kinds of charitable things. You guys are, again, hosting Not a Silent Night this year. And Jason, you just said, how many years have you been doing this?
I did the math today. I went back and this is our 19th year.
Got the abacus out?
Kind of, yeah. I found some, I Googled it and I found something from the 8th annual Not a Silent Night, and then I did the math. So this is the 19th year.
Literally did the math.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want people to bring a new unwrapped toy.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you are going to be at the Brooklyn Opera House.
Yeah.
How did you come to this decision?
Well, we did a show there last summer, as a part of their Flag Day celebration, the town Flag Day, and it's just a cool little opera house, kind of between the, in the middle between like the east coast of Iowa and Des Moines, and just something different to do in a small little town. So.
Okay, and you guys have a lot of your own music. What can people expect? I know you have some Christmas stuff. They're going to hear all kinds of things. What are they going to see and hear?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Hi. It's a mix. It's just enough Christmas songs for those who want to hear that, and just enough not Christmas songs for those who don't want to hear that. Okay. How do you like that answer?
I like that answer.
It's a nice mix.
Yeah, that didn't get me anywhere. Now, you guys started doing this 19 years ago. Why? And then why have you kept up? Either one of you.
Both of us. It's just kind of a great thing for the holiday spirit. It's good for us. It's good for the community, and it felt good to give back when we started it all those years ago. And it was such a successful and fun thing that we just have kept doing it.
Okay. Well, it's fantastic. Not a Silent Night coming up Saturday, 7 p.m. The Brooklyn Opera House, which they say is a very cool place if you haven't been there, in Brooklyn, Iowa. Tickets cost $40. What are you going to play? We're going to hear from you twice tonight. What are you going to play this time?
Well, this is a song. We just released a new Christmas record with some originals and some classics. This is a future classic. It's called Better Times Ahead.
I'm going to shut up and you guys play. Donatos, everybody.
It's Christmas time again. Time with our family and friends. And everybody's trying to get back home. This year has been so long, and it's almost over and gone. Everybody's tired of being alone. Raise your glass,
Raise your glass,
and toast the past,
toast the past,
with hope instead.
hope instead.
Here's to next year, there's better times ahead. For all our best laid plans, never really in our hands, and all our good intentions just make God laugh. Come to the table in a different way, pass kindness with a side of faith, an extra heaping helping of love and grace. So raise your glass,
Raise your glass,
toast the past,
toast the
with
past,
hope instead.
hope instead.
Here's to next year, there's better times ahead.
Welcome back, everybody. We are live at Prairie Trail in Ankeny, and it really gets you in the Christmas spirit being out here tonight and watching all of these giving Iowans driving up and dropping off toys. The Marines have just pulled up a big truck here, and they're going to start loading up some of the toys that have been dropped off here this afternoon and this evening. We've seen people drop off footballs, stuffed animals. There's a bicycle over there. Just something so that when a child out there wakes up Christmas morning, they will have something under the tree for Christmas morning. And if you can't join us here in Ankeny, we're down to our last 10 minutes. Please pick up the phone to make a donation. Our phone bank volunteers, as you know, have been standing by, ready to take your call. Let's make those phones ring. The phone bank will be open until 7 o'clock. If you're sitting at home in your warm house, there are folks out here like these Marines working hard for this cause. You know, give them a little support, give them a little love, give a little love to the kids, and dial 515-247-8880. When you give, you get back tenfold in so many ways, everyone. Steve?
That's true, Cynthia. Thank you very much. Well, the final sponsor that we want to highlight tonight is Fairway. They've been a part of Toys for Tots for decades now. Boxes always set up inside all of their grocery stores all across the state of Iowa to collect toys for this annual event. Cynthia stopped by the Polk City store to see why Fairway is so committed to Toys for Tots.
We are here at the Fairway in Polk City, and Fairway has been involved with Toys for Tots for years, for decades, in fact. And with me right now is Tony Heisman, the manager here. And Tony, thank you so much for your involvement with Toys for Tots. And why does Fairway think it's so important to get involved with this?
We think it's a great program, and we've partnered with the United States Marine Corps for the last 28 years. It's something we look forward to and we really enjoy doing. So.
And how do you get customers involved?
The customers can bring new unwrapped toys and drop them off at any of their local Fairway stores. Each store has a box they can drop the toy in. We're also doing a roundup at the check stands where they're able to round up to the next nearest whole dollar. All those proceeds go towards buying new toys for ones that they need extras to fulfill the needs. And each year it's just a great thing for us to take part in.
And what do you find? Do customers say, yes, I want to do this?
Yeah. For us here at our store particularly, each year we fill the box multiple times, and all those toys do stay local where they're donated, and also all the funds that are donated also for the roundup.
And speaking of funds, how much have you been able to raise this year?
This year, so far we're at $116,000, and well on our way to meeting our goal and exceeding our goal of last year. So.
And we were talking about, you said you remember when you were a child and how important Christmas morning is.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to wake up in the morning and have something to go and see under the tree, you know, and look forward to. I mean, and it brightens their day, and it brightens, you know, all the people that donate toys along the way. I think that's what they think about is when they were a kid. So.
And thank you to you. You certainly have brightened our day.
Absolutely.
By taking part in this. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everyone. The Marines are here now filling up the trucks, and people are still bringing toys over. Someone is bringing hot chocolate over to the Marines right now, and we're only going to be collecting toys a few more minutes, Steve.
That's right, and the phone bank is only open for a few more minutes, Cynthia, right up until 7 o'clock. The number to call, 515-247-8880. We'd like to thank everybody who's already called in.
And we want to thank all of you who came out here to take the time to drop off a gift. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and thanks from the bottom of our heart.
Yes, we do, and we can't thank American Equity, IBEW Local 347, and Fairway Food Stores enough. Not a Silent Night coming up in Brooklyn, 7 p.m. Saturday. The Nadas are back, and you have one more song to play, guys. Go ahead.
Thanks for having us, guys.
I found out long ago, it's a long way down the holiday road.